this is quite unprecedented. So the defense team involves themselves with crimes. Can't say I'm surprised. Does witnessing a crime make you guilty too? No. Let's start at the beginning. The falling victim. And please tell the court what you witnessed. Leave no detail omitted. Can do. Time was around 11:30, and I was on my way back from the library. I looked over at the bank from down the street. And you witnessed the victim falling? Yes. Am I done? Can I go? Not yet, my dear. I have a few questions. Are you sure he fell from the 9th floor? Absolutely. Once he fell, I didn't take my eyes off the building. When the police arrived, that was still the only window broken. I even counted the floors. It was number 9. Stop. Did you happen to see anyone else on the floor? No, I was too far away, and the room was dark. And did you witness anything else fall out of the window? Nope. I see. That will be all. You may return to the bench. Yay, I helped! I'm helping! And there you have it. Honestly, knowing that you did a lot more of the music, because I know the title screen is a, oh god, what's the guy's name? The guy that does a bunch of free music that everyone always uses. Fuck, I've used him too. I can't remember his... Kevin MacLeod. I know that the intro song is a Kevin MacLeod. I know that, but knowing that you did a lot more of the music, actually, that's really freaking cool, Rob. Like, really cool. And there I have... what? Nothing else fell from the window. Wait. I failed to see the relevance as well. What about the money? Put simply, Brown was on the 9th floor and had just broken the window. He did this by using the spear brought up from the side room. Oh, nothing else fell and the spear didn't fall. If we were to assume he got into a fight with the defendant, he would have surely won. Ah, he had the spear. Oh, yes, we know that the spear ended up outside, yet our witness just testified that nothing else came out of the window. Was Brown holding the spear as he fell? No. It didn't look like he was. The only logical conclusion is that he threw the spear out the window earlier. A short time before our witness looked in that direction. Thus, with the spear outside and the gun hidden in the plant, our criminal would be unarmed. Hold on a minute. That stands to reason that Sir Bridges intentionally committed this crime. Nice, that's actually really awesome. He willingly pushed an unarmed man to his death in a surprise attack. It's still just manslaughter. Last time order. Prosecutor Thorne, you have made a valid point. Does the defense have a counter-argument? Yeah, he's a doo-doo head. Maybe? Comrade, he's right. There would have been no reason for anyone to go that far. It must have been a deliberate attempt at murder. That may be. But how can we be sure it was Bridges? I'm sure there were plenty of other people on that floor. May I enlighten the defense? Unlike some ill-prepared lawyers, I've acquired a list of sorts. This list documents all employees and staff who checked in that day, and on that day. Okay, let's see here. Wait, I recognize that name. If it's Sarah Fletcher, she did it. She fucking did it. Yes! She did it! I don't trust her. I don't fucking trust her one bit. A record of the time every employee entered the bank on the 12th. Towers at 8 a.m., Bridges 8:17, Ground 8:20, Fletcher 9:30, Hughes 10:30. Who the fuck is he? Is Hughes the security guard? But Fletcher was there, but she didn't tell us she was there. Why didn't she fucking tell us that she was there? Because she was jealous that Comrade Cross had been sleeping with Kate Flocking! So she set up this whole thing to get back with Cross. Oh. I'm sad, Dora. Wait, I recognize that name. No, can't be. Why is she on the list? Could it really be? Could she be involved in this crime? Hold on, let him cook. Is this the list of employees? This is all of them? Yes. This is taken directly from the computer system. There are only 5 people in the building? We're a bit short on staff. I'm so scared now. Has happens to narrow down the suspect quite well. And no, it doesn't. There are still 5 suspects here. What makes you think it was Bridges? Bridges' testimony was unlikely at best. I have a piece of evidence that can tell us who used the back entrance. You do? There was a security guard watching the back entrance from 10:30 that day. We have this written testimony, which I will now present to the court. Witness testimony. As you can see, his testimony eliminates 1 suspect. Oh shit, guard testimony. Hughes saw Fletcher leave the back entrance at 11:10 a.m. He didn't see anyone else. Oh, okay, so she wasn't involved. Unless Hughes is lying. It's a love parallelogram. Not a love triangle, a love parallelogram. Okay, so Fletcher left at 11:10. That still leaves Hughes. I like parallelograms, they're just cool. That leaves Hughes, Towers, and Bridges. Brown didn't kill himself, I mean, unless... leaving 4 left. That was close, so it couldn't have been her. Brown was murdered after 11:30, when she wasn't even in the building. I can't believe the thought actually crossed my mind. It crossed mine too. Man, it crossed mine too. After all, she was the one that wanted me to take this case in the first place. Actually, there are only 3 suspects left. One of the employees is the victim. Well, we verified that the guy's statement is accurate through multiple sources. From the moment he arrived at 10:30, he was watching the back entrance. But finally, that leaves just 2, and we've already spoken to Ms. Towers. I think the court agreed that her testimony now matches events quite well. She was in the lobby during the robbery, and was there until the police arrived. So you can see, dear Cross, there's only 1. Whoa! Seeing how things stand right now, I have to agree with Prince Thorne. It seems as though there are no other suspects. But... what about non-employees? Someone could have entered the building. Not likely. Need I remind the defense that the back door is locked? Not to mention, the upper floors were not in use that day. Miss Towers was the first one to enter the building, and she was at the front desk until the incident. She would have stopped unauthorized personnel from accessing the stairs. I guess that's true. I need to think of another line of attack. Now that we have additional information, maybe we can learn something new. Let's run through this one more time and see what we can determine. Your Honor, if I may. Demonstration. What in heavens are you doing now? The prosecution has just presented 2 important pieces of evidence. I believe there's more we can learn about the victim's movements using logic. You wish to piece together the times of arrival and departure? Correct. Interesting. Please proceed. Let's start at the beginning. First at 8 a.m., Ms. Towers entered the building. We can assume she was in the lobby until the incident. Indeed, that testimony reflects that. As you've stated, this eliminates her from being a suspect. Then Bridges and Ground enter. After talking with the defendant, we learned about his movements. He was working in the vault on the first floor until shortly before the incident. Or so he says. I'm assuming a bit past 11 a.m. is when he went up to the 9th floor. That's when he had his morning coffee and passed out. Do you have anything to substantiate this fact? How do we know Bridges is telling the truth? I have evidence that supports his claim. Oh shit, what do we have? Oh shit, what's the claim? Oh god. Oh, Towers there, never mind. Towers saw him move upstairs. Okay, there we go. We talked to Miss Towers yesterday, received more testimony. This should prove that Bridges went upstairs around 11 a.m. I see. Please, continue. Then he remained upstairs until the police arrived, presumably unconscious. Let's backtrack a little. Miss Fletcher entered at 9:30 a.m. I believe you know that she's a major shareholder in the bank. Someone's been doing his research. That is correct. Excuse me. She would have been authorized to go to the upper floors, if I'm not mistaken. Well, yes. I suggest we ask Miss Towers if she saw Miss Fletcher at that time. It shall be done. Gods make it so. Fletcher's movements are unknown until 11:10. That's when the guard witnessed her leaving through the back entrance. What are you going with this? The last name, Thorne. The last one on this list. Robert Hughes entered the building at 10:30. Now's the time to think. If I choose the wrong answer, I'll be penalized. I need to get this right. He was doing this at 11:10. What he witnessed at 11:10 was false. He could have seen something else. He could have left after 11:10. So he entered at 10:30. I feel as he should have seen something else. Nope, shit. Oh, there's more that Hugh should have seen while guarding. Like what? Like the true culprit? I forget where. God dang it! Maybe a penalty can jog your memory. God dang, not good. I better think of something else. Yeah, he could have left after 11:10. If your evidence is to be believed, he was at the back entrance at 11:10. There we go, okay. Phew. But we don't have a record of his actions after 11:10. Tell me, where was he found when the police arrived? He was outside, behind the building. That must have been close to 12 noon, right? He had 50 minutes to roam the building unnoticed. There's plenty of time to move to the 9th floor and murder ground. Okay, I was kind of getting there. Or, Prosecutor Thorne, did you say you verified the guard's statement? Yes, we've confirmed that what he saw at 11:10 did happen. We rounded up a few street witnesses. They saw Fletcher briefly after she left. A close call. But I admit, we have no clue if Hugh stayed at his post during the robbery. Your Honor, I believe my point has been made. So you've proven the possibility of another suspect. Sadly, possibilities are only that. It's also possible that Hughes stayed at the back entrance until noon. Then he would have just had to walk outside to be where the police found him. He's right, but now I put doubt in the mind of the court. Hopefully this should put me on the right track. Mr. Cross, I'm done playing around. This case has gone on far too long. I've enjoyed the duel, but it's clear you're struggling to keep up. I have with me the piece of evidence that will finish this. What? Wait. What's the evidence? Not so fast. You shall see in due time. This is bad. Conrad? Behold. Never before has a case been sealed so swiftly. The minds of those who feel pity for the suspect will be transformed. And the sentence will stretch on for an eternity. This trial shall go down in history as the turnabout of the century. How ironic, isn't it, to think... Sir! Yes? We asked the witness, sir. That's right, Towers. Miss Towers says she saw Fletcher go upstairs at 10 a.m. Very well. We approve your minor point, Cross. Now, as I was saying... To think, only a mastermind of the courts could have used this at the right moment. Why, to some it be a mere minor fact, but in the hands of a genius... I see purpose. I see evidence. That's it! I have it! We need to know Brown's movements before the robbery. If Fletcher went upstairs, maybe she saw the victim. We need to ask her about this right now. Are you finished? No, I called to the stand Sarah Fletcher. Oh, I didn't see what he said. The court acknowledges the defense request. Please summon the witness to court. In the meantime, we will have a short recess. Rob. Court dismissed. I was told that for like with the murmuring scene, a lot of things, a drama teacher told me what they sometimes happen in like shows or in plays. They'll murmur, Jesus, bananas, bananas, Jesus, Jesus, bananas, bananas, Jesus, over and over, because it sounds like it does when a lot of people do it kind of over each other and over it. It sounds like multiple words happening at once, I guess. But Jesus, bananas, bananas, Jesus, and it makes your mouth move a lot too. Jesus, bananas, bananas, watermelon, 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 watermelon. Jesus, bananas, watermelon, bananas, Jesus, Jesus, bananas, watermelon, Jesus, watermelon, Jesus, Jesus, bananas, bananas, Jesus. Could be. It could be a number, or you could just say, robber, 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 robber. We're running on thin ice. We have a lead. We're about to question Fletcher. Yes, but I was hoping not to involve her. You know Miss Fletcher? Yes. We've been friends for about a year. With benefits. She doesn't know about flocking. Don't tell her about flocking. Wow, I can't believe how connected everything is. She's like my boss. I see her all the time at the bank. Rob! Not much of a surprise there. Okay, this is not canon. Okay, I will say Kate and him, I can totally see that as canon. This is just me being a dick. She asked me to do this because she believes in Bridges' innocence. But am I supposed to tell him that? I'll have to pretend like this is just a coincidence. Oh, really? Kevin, what are we going to do? Even if we figure out what Ground was doing before his death, we're nowhere closer to finding the culprit. It's not just about Ground. If Fletcher was around the building before the robbery, maybe she saw Hughes or a third party. If there was anyone else in the upper floors around 11:30, we'd have new suspects. Right. Which would draw suspicion away from Bridges. We need to hear the shipping theories. It's important. All right, let's get to work. I can't remember, how old is Chloe? I'm joking. I'm not gonna involve Chloe in any of it. She's too innocent. She's too pure. She's all about the law. This testimony would be the turning point of the trial. Fuck no! I just have a bad feeling that Fletcher knows too much. I don't want to relive the memories from a year ago. Come on, Conrad. We've got a case to win. Auto-saved. Oh, no. Oh, yes. Trial will now continue. Looks like Fletcher showed up. I hope she can give us something new. The defense may now question the witness. Your Majesty, may I submit my evidence now? Wow, Thorne's getting anxious. Well, there is a witness on the stand. I don't wish the lady to stand all day. Oh, she's not happy. It'll be but a moment. Nope, sorry. Not right now. We're kind of busy now, right now, Thorne. Yeah, can you see Miss Fletcher is waiting patiently? Then I'll just get to the questions. She's not happy. Damn. Hey, Sarah. Conrad. Don't worry about this. It's really easy. If you say so. I do have a feeling, I hate to say it, but I have a feeling that she is involved somehow. And that's why she's involved Conrad to get Bridges off. So it would be Scott. I don't know. So something isn't sitting right with me, and I don't know where to. Let's start with something simple. Do you recall the events leading up to the robbery on the 12th? You're just as bad as I am. Yes, mostly. Good. Then you'll be able to tell the court what happened that day. From the beginning. I understand. Let's see. Well, I woke up to the smell of hot coffee. That's right. My automatic coffee machine had activated. Apologies, madam. Can we skip to when you entered the bank? Oh, yes, of course. I've been corrupted! I don't corrupt people. I merely allow them to see what was inside their heart all along. It was around 9:30 a.m. I entered through the front door and greeted Miss Towers. Then I went upstairs to check some reports. Her story matches what we know so far. After that, I just took a stroll on the roof. The roof? What were you doing up there? Just strolling. Please continue. So we should vote with the verdict. God forbid women do anything! Then I went downstairs. I was getting ready to leave. I didn't see anyone on the way out. And then I just left. That was all I did. I didn't really see anything. Oh, that was suspicious. You left through the back entrance, correct? Oh, yes, I did. And you saw Robert Hughes on your way out? You mean the guard? He held the door open for me as I left. It was awfully nice of him. Maybe I should hold doors more often. So, that's it? Yes, that's all. I hope you're happy, Sir Cross. After your crude interrogation of this witness, we've yet to hear one meaningful argument from the defense. Allow me to move things along. Behold, the evidence which was so inhumanely delayed. I have with me security footage from a camera located on the roof of the bank. This camera periodically takes photos in intervals of 10 minutes. Around 11 a.m. on the day of the robbery, the camera took this picture. As this was taken at 11 a.m., it shows an event that occurred around 30 minutes before the robbery. Clearly doing laundry on the roof. This is Sarah? Indeed, Miss Fletcher and the victim were speaking on the roof. She's just strolling. That hussy. This raises all sorts of questions. She was getting the ground pound. I'm so sorry, but it just jumped in my head and I had to say it. Absolutely not! Oh, shut up! Jailbait deserves better. Quiet. I sense a guilty party is present. Would the witness care to explain her actions? I don't... What's going on? Does she know about the robbery? I can explain. I really did go on a stroll to the roof. It's just a habit of mine. But that day, I saw Bill ground. I knew something wasn't right. He was holding something. It looked like bags from the vault. That's when he threw them off the side of the roof. That explains how he was able to sneak the bags out of the building. And it confirms that the robber was ground. He didn't say anything. I got really worried. I suspected he was up to no good. I could tell he'd stolen the bags. That's when I ran back to the first floor and left the building. My intention was to call the police or something. I really didn't know what to do. So you didn't see anything else that was suspicious? Or anyone? I didn't see anyone. Are you sure? We don't have the time to repeat ourselves. The witness saw no one that could be a suspect, which leaves only one option. Bridges is, and always was, the murderer. I see no further reason to prolong this trial. Indeed, the defense tests our patience. We don't see a single piece of decisive evidence to support the defense's claims. Your Honor, I have a right to cross-examine the witness. New information was made apparent to the court, and as such... Very well, you may cross-examine the new information. But make it brief. Okay, Fletcher's... So here's what I said before. I saw Grant on the roof at 11 a.m. He was holding bags. I believe they were from the vault. As soon as I arrived, he threw the bags off the roof. Once I saw that, I ran all the way down to the first floor. After encountering the guard, I left through the back entrance. I assumed Grant was still on the roof as I left. Statements are consistent with the evidence. Yeah, I don't think Fletcher is lying. But we still need to buy time if we want to win. The sequence of events doesn't make sense to me. How so? So Fletcher leaves at 11 a.m. and Ground is on the roof. Ground needs to be at the front entrance at 11:30 if he was the robber. My mistake. I just took a guess. I'll correct that last statement. Ground must have left through the front entrance between 11 and 11:30. Nope, 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 nope. Something's still not right. A statement you just made contradicts this piece of evidence. Will the court please recall this security footage? We'd already done a thorough analysis of the contents. According to the prosecution, there was no record of any employees leaving. Well, I couldn't have known that. I just made another guess. I know. I just need to make sure our facts are straight. I guess I'll correct that statement again. Ground must have left through the back entrance between 11 and 11:30. Is the defense satisfied? For now. Alright, are you thinking what you are? Are you thinking what I think you are? Yes. I just hope I'm wrong. Let's begin the cross-examination. Summarize what I said before. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna use that. I saw Ground at the roof at 11 a.m. He's holding bags. I believe they were from the vault. As soon as I arrived, he threw the bags off the roof. Once I saw that, I ran all the way down to the first floor. After encountering the guard, I left through the back entrance. Ground must have left through the back entrance between 11 and 11:30. I don't either. No security camera, guard testimony. He didn't see anyone else. Employee list. But this is on the floor of the lobby. So if he threw them, no, I mean that doesn't matter. He walked in with bags, didn't he? Hold on a second. I'm getting caught up in stuff that doesn't matter. I think it's gonna be the guard testimony. Miss Fletcher, I'm sorry. There's still something wrong with that last statement. You encountered a guard, Robert Hughes, as you left. He was guarding the back entrance from 11:30 until the robbery. So? We have his written testimony. The only person he saw was you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean... This inconsistency is no fault of the witness. She was merely speculating. She couldn't have known that the guard had testified. I agree, but this takes us down a whole new path. If Ground didn't leave through the front entrance or the back entrance, he couldn't have left the building at all. Fletcher was the culprit. You're quite right. He had to have left at some point in order to show up masked at 11:30. This case isn't making any sense. It totally crushes our previous theory. I guess we have to rethink everything. It's not possible for Ground to have been the robber. Actually, there is a way. Really? This will require an open mind. The prosecution proposes that Ground jumped off the building. The fishnet. And he thought it would still be there when he jumped again, and it wasn't. So somebody removed the fish. Oh! Oh! Some half here just feel... Oh, I'm so sorry, Phoenix. I hope you feel better. What? And landed in this fishing net that was found at the scene. Ha! We left it there! Okay. That's insane. Actually, it's possible for someone to survive a fall from up there. If they'd landed in the net. Trust me, that net is stable. The detective has updated me on what you did yesterday, Cross. The net in question was found in the dumpster of the courtyard. Ground used it to protect his leap from the roof. It's the only way he could have left without leaving a trace. I imagine he did it to cover his tracks to pretend he wasn't the robber. Think about it. That explains why the robber went upstairs. He planned to remove his disguise and pretend he was in the building. The whole time it would be the perfect alibi. Hold up, what are you proposing? Let me explain it in full. First, before entering the building, he set up the fishing net in the courtyard. Wait! How did he do that? If you'll recall from your investigation, there were several electrical poles and lamps that could have held it up. Oh, right. We actually did this ourselves yesterday. Once the net was in place, he entered the building. That's likely when he stole the bags and went to the roof. The only way to get the bags out of the building was to throw them off. Wait! Was that really the only way? The front entrance was guarded by camera, and the back by Hughes. Throwing them into the courtyard would be the easiest way. But then Fletcher found him on the roof. Indeed, and after she left the roof, Ground jumped. He landed in the net and retrieved his bags. He tossed the fishing net in the dumpster so no one would find out. Then he entered the bank again disguised as the robber. It's quite an ingenious plan. But sadly, it was foiled by our dear friend Bridges. At that point, no net would save him. Bridges pushed him off the 9th floor, where he died, having hidden his traces of theft. Order. This is quite the claim for the prosecution. And one that fits the evidence quite well. Indeed, I believe we found our solution. No, at this rate, we're sure to lose. I believe you're ready to pass the verdict. Objection. Huh? Not again? I'm back! Hello, cousins, it's me again. Double Dare. Why, you. Remember me, Thorne? What is it this time, detective? We just found a new piece of evidence at the crime scene. Just wanted to let the pros handle it before the verdict is passed. Evidence? Yep, we were searching the roof. We found a small trace of blood. Blood? Allow me to clarify for the court. On the roof of the Bank of Prosperity, there is an antenna. The antenna sticks out in the direction of the courtyard. The tip of the antenna contains a trace amount of blood. Announcers reveals that the blood belongs to Bill Ground. I think Fletcher did. She pushed him, and then she went to rob the bank. Maybe? I don't know. It doesn't explain the broken window and her seeing someone fall. Unless she did it all to make it look like Ground. No, but they said he died in the fall after the impact. My brain's just going too over. Why didn't we find this sooner? Investigation had to move to the roof until it became relevant. Which is just a few hours ago, all things considered. Found it pretty fast. You're lucky Double Dare was there to save the day. Thank you, detective. Could you add it to the public record? Can do. Blood analysis. Oh, it's over. The tent just above the hole in the 9th floor window. A jank for my games. Found the dumpster could be used to protect from a fall of great height. Sticks out from the roof toward the courtyard. That would place it just above the hole in the 9th floor window. That's right. You have seen the gratitude of the court for this. You have the gratitude of the court for this evidence. You may leave the stand now. All right, Double Dun did it again. Wait a minute. This blood was above the 9th floor? This changes everything. Everything? I believe I know how the blood ended up on that antenna. This piece of evidence will explain it clearly. Oh god, it will? What? Oh my god, this is where I'm trying to... Well, we don't know he jumped off the roof, but it seems like he did because he got blood on it, but... Which shows how Ground's blood got on the antenna. No, it was there was another gun with blanks that was found in the air, but there was no actual blood. No, one shot fired, no fingerprints. I want to say, Jesus. He was throwing them off the roof, so maybe this proves it. Ah, okay, I'm on the right track here. Yeah, I have evidence that shows how ground could have lost blood. Oh, it says I'm on the right track. So is it the money bag? No. That shows a lot of things to cross. But it mostly shows your inability. Ah! The spear. Nope. I fucked up again. Oh my gosh. Okay, so autopsy report. Oh! God, I forgot about that! God dang it! Large cut on the left hand. Oh my god. Two penalties for kinetic. Will the court recall the victim autopsy report? It says here that in addition to falling from a great height, the victim was also cut on his hand. You can't mean. I do. This changes everything we've known about the case. The item caused the cut in the victim's hand was the spear. Or the antenna. I mean, yeah. The antenna. I propose that the cut happened when he was falling. While he was falling. While he was falling? As the victim was falling to his death, he reached out and scraped his hand. The antenna's above the ninth floor. He couldn't have fallen onto something that was above him. That's because he didn't fall from the ninth floor. And what if it wasn't above him? Everything has been leading to this one revelation. This is exactly what I need to turn the case around. The victim was not pushed from the ninth floor. He was pushed from the roof. Had to be the pistol. Order. This is absurd. Because hand on the pistol. Don't propose it. After Ground robbed the bank, he went to the roof. He didn't rob the bank. No, that wouldn't work. Yeah, it would contradict my testimony. Chloe saw someone falling from the ninth floor. Yep, no mistaking it. They came from floor 9, not the roof. Into the net. But if he fell from the... then your theory is wrong. No, it still stands. It just means we've been getting something else wrong. What would allow the victim to have been pushed from the roof? The fishing net. The victim fell into the fishing net after being pushed from the roof. So he was pushed twice? Oh damn it. What if he willingly jumped for the roof like you said? And he cut his hand on the way down. That would allow him to disguise himself as the robber. Then later on, he was pushed from the 9th floor. That would work, if you read details of the autopsy report. The cut on his hand was made immediately before death. He must have died after being pushed from the roof. Yeah, I fucked up. It was the other one. He didn't touch his hand. What Chloe saw was not the victim. Yeah, I thought it was the other one, but I fucked up. What else could it have been? Are you suggesting there were 2 victims? No. There's been no sign that anyone else died. She left at 11:10, set up the fishing net, and then... It's why she's so sure that Bridges was innocent. There's only one body at the scene. For now, let's just think about the time discrepancy. We've been assuming that the murder happened after the robbery took place, but I believe it actually happened before. Why would you think that? Never trust a woman with that short of a tie. Do you remember Chloe's testimony? She said she kept her eyes on the building after she witnessed the event. No one fell from the roof after that. Ah, you're correct. But then, who fell from the 9th floor? It's most likely the robber. The robber? But I don't understand. The robber didn't get pushed. Rather, they purposefully dumped. This time was used to ensure survival. This item was used, oh yeah, the fishing net. Okay, now I'm getting there. They landed in the fishing net. This would have allowed the culprit to escape before Chloe arrived at the scene. Ah, so that's how the robber escaped the police? The plan was to make it look like Ground was guilty. By breaking the 9th floor window, the culprit created a fake scenario in which the robber fell out and died. In reality, he was already dead. Ah, I see. The robber was just framing Ground. Mr. Cross, if the robber is not Ground, then who is it? Okay, Conrad, time to think. I have to use everything I know and piece the scene together. One by one, I can eliminate suspects until only one is left. If I eliminate the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth. The one who robbed the Bank of Prosperity was... God damn it, Sarah, why'd you do it? Or was it Bridges? Because, okay, we think about it. She went up the roof at 11 o'clock, killed Bill Ground, left at 11:10, came back in at 11:30, robbed the bank, jumped out of the floor on the 9th floor on the thing. And they just drugged Oliver Bridges as, not as a patsy, but just to keep him out of the way, I think. It's Sarah Fletcher. Oh my god. I'm trusting my gut. I don't know why she put us on this case, but I think it was her. Major shareholder. I think it was her. Why? Why did it have to come to this? It was... The true culprit was... Can't be. Could it really be? Please let me be wrong. Well, who was it? I can't say it. I can't do it. Chloe, could you point to the culprit? Conrad? I can't accuse her. I understand. Prince Thorne, I know who stole from the bank. It was you, Sarah Fletcher. Order! Order! Is this really true? Yes, Your Honor. Sarah committed the theft. Ah! No. Here's how I deduced it. We'd already discussed that the criminal was likely an employee. They had access to those bags and knew about the side room. Furthermore, they knew the exact spot to set up the fishing net. It's simple, really. Which employees left the building? There was a security camera at the front entrance and a guard at the back. Ground had already died. Bridges and towers were found in the building with no other record of them entering. And the guard was found near his post. There's no way he would stick around after committing theft. And we know the culprit escaped after the 9th floor stunt. The only one who was missing from the scene was Sarah Fletcher. But... Alright then, Cross. Who pushed Ground from the roof? Wait, I can answer this with the evidence I have. No, why? The evidence has led to this? I have a piece of evidence that will clear this all up. This evidence sets the scene for Ground's murder. Time to show them all. Ah, Sarah, why? Why? We already have footage that shows Ground on the roof. This was taken at 11 a.m. This is likely the time that he died. If that's the case, then the most likely suspect is... Damn. Ah, not again. I must be strong. I must do this for justice. Sarah Fletcher, you killed Ground. What? What? The guard was at his post, and Towers was at the reception desk. It could only have been you. I'm beginning to get confused. Please explain yourself. If he's wrong, it's gonna wreck the friendship. I'll explain what happened from the beginning. First, the employees entered in the order described on the list. Bridges was busy working in the vault, and Ground had moved to the roof. He and Fletcher were working together in a combined effort to commit theft. They planned to meet on the roof. That explains the security footage. There they planned their attack. Ground had brought the bags he stole. But something changed. Fletcher did the unexpected. She betrayed Ground, pushed him off the roof. Maybe they argued. That's absurd. I agree, but it's the truth. It's the only way things can be explained. Noticing her crime, Fletcher formulated a new plan. She left the building immediately through the back entrance at 11:15. I mean 11:10. She circled around and set up the fishing net, then donned the disguise. Masked, she entered the building as the robber and threatened Towers. Oh, then she took the spear to break the window. Yes, at this point she had already drugged Bridges. Hold on, drugged? Bridges drinks coffee at the same time every day. It's likely that Fletcher slipped something into his drink. This was done to frame Bridges as the murderer. Or maybe just to keep him from being a threat as Fletcher made her escape. When she went to the 9th floor, Bridges was unconscious. She broke the window and jumped out. From far away, Chloe couldn't identify the person that fell from floor 9. So Chloe had assumed that it was Ground. Meanwhile, Fletcher landed in the net and hid it in the dumpster. Everything was already set up to frame Ground for the robbery. She escaped before Chloe arrived, items from the vault in hand. And that means she has what we need. Sarah Fletcher, where did you hide the items you stole? Have you lost your mind? This is unprecedented. You accuse this poor madame of murder? I can see that she's a likely suspect for theft, but the murder? There is another option. Please enlighten us. Bridges is the murderer. Not again. He's innocent. If you recall your earlier demonstration, Bridges was in the vault at 8:30 a.m. Around 11 a.m. is when you moved to floor 9. I propose that he is lying. He actually went to the roof. But, hey, wait, that's right. I did see him. What? I'm so sorry I didn't mention it before. I just remembered. Please let me testify. Alright, she's trying to wiggle out of her crime. Your Honor, I wish to cross-examine this next testimony from this stone-cold bitch. Yes, I believe that would be appropriate. Fletcher remembers. Sorry that you think I committed murder and theft. I suppose now I'll be questioned about it soon. But I want to tell you about something before they take me away. I saw Bridges. He was there on the roof at 11 a.m. He's the true killer. He pushed Ground. I'm innocent. If he was, why was he in the picture? Sarah, you shouldn't lie to the court. Oh, damn! Yeah, where's that picture? Let's see. Let's look. Not very. Yeah, like, there's nobody here. 11 a.m. There's nothing. It's just this bitch in front of the antenna. There's Fletcher. Although I will say, this is though give me pause. She's kind of a busty lady, and this robber is flat as a board. Then who took the picture? Brittle. I'm just wondering. I asked the same question. Binder. It could be. It could very well be. Sarah, you shouldn't lie to the court. I only just remembered this. I'm sorry I forgot. Will no one believe me? She's found a way! It's a little hard to believe you when your story is full of holes. A lot of layers. You mentioned that you saw Bridges on the roof at 11 a.m. But that would contradict this piece of evidence. Yeah, it's the picture. The prosecution showed the court this footage earlier, which depicts the exact state of the roof at 11 a.m. As you can see, Bridges is not there. He's behind the camera. No, I misspoke. I'll correct the statement. I saw Bridges on the roof around 11:15 a.m. That should clear things up. The camera just missed him. I think consistency is cleared up, but this testimony is still awful. Let's go over it again. There must be some way to prove she's... I already know! No, fuck you, no. Boop, 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 boop. There. Yeah, no, fuck you. Because according to this guard testimony... 11:10, she left the building. Miss Fletcher, there's no way you could have seen Bridges at 11:15 a.m. Because Hugh has already seen you. Hugh had already seen you leave at 11:10. Girl, give it up. Why? It's only a matter of a few minutes. Perhaps you saw him slightly after 11 a.m. That's a really close window of time. Could it really be possible? I can't. What's so funny? You've been fooled this whole time. I can explain how this is possible. There's footage from the camera on the roof. It's possible it was tampered with. No, she's definitely lying. What if the timestamp was incorrect? Sorry, the what? I saw Bridges shortly after this photo was taken, but this footage could have been taken at 9 a.m., not 11 a.m. That would give me plenty of time to still be at the back entrance at 11:10. Would it though? Would it? Because he didn't enter the building until 9:30 a.m. You dumb bitch. Could have been. It's a 2-hour difference. You should have known when it was. I have a bad memory. What do you want to do about that? Yeah, right. Nonetheless, I can prove this wrong. It's impossible for this picture to have been taken at 9 a.m. because this piece of evidence doesn't fit with that. The employee list says that you entered the building at 9:30 a.m. which means it would have been impossible for you to be in this photo at 9 a.m. Order. Why, that's correct. But what if it was taken at 10 a.m. instead? Yeah. This photo happened at 10 a.m. Wait, I have to see again, but... she just won't give up. She won't fucking give up. Girl, shut the hell up. I was at the scene with plenty of time to be at the back entrance at 11:10. That's it. Bridges killed Ground at 10 a.m. That's not possible, because he didn't go until 11 a.m. Go off, Queen. This piece of evidence will smash your lies to bits. Okay, Tower's written testimony. This should explain. Take that. Oh, I'm taking it all right. Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh, died between... Okay, that's it. The time of death. This is the proof that exposes your crimes. The autopsy report confirms that Ground died after 10:30 a.m. If you think Ground died right after this photo, then there's no way this photo was taken at 10 a.m. No, it can't be. You'll pay for this. Sarah, did you bomb the bank while Chloe was up there? I'm innocent, I tell you. You have nothing on me. I believe I've heard enough. You have lied several times in this court. I can see no other reason as to why. You must be guilty of murder. The defense has laid out a very plausible scenario. And you gave false testimony to divert our attention away from it. You will likely be tried for the murder of Bill Ground and theft. However, we must now pass a verdict. The outcome will decide the severity of your charges. Everything's been discussed. Let's just hope our argument was convincing. Counselor Woodman? It's a tough call, but based on the most recent testimony, not guilty. All right, we can do this. Counselor Crawford? Prosecution has done well in fighting. Guilty. Bitch! The deciding vote. Your Honor, please. Not guilty. The defendant is cleared of all charges. We did it. Bridges, we won. You're innocent. That's great. Cross. This was an unfair battle. You ran the court's time to the end to force your baseless accusations. No, it was the truth. It was a shock to me, too, but it's the only way this case works. Sarah, I'm... Hold it right there. You can't do this. It is over, dear. There is no need to worry. You'll receive a full investigation, provided you are innocent. That's not happening. Bailiff, restrain this witness at once. Don't do it. I don't want to hurt you. Sarah, it's okay. Just let them... Ah! Nobody moves. These rifles are loaded. Guards, cease this behavior. Cease this behavior at once. I said nobody moves. We will not hesitate to kill you. Is she the leader of the terrorist organization? Everyone, remain calm. Huh. You see, Thorn? You let your pride get the better of you. So long as everyone cooperates, you'll all be fine. Conrad, why are the guards working with her? She must have bribed them or something. That explains why they were late. Silence! I just have one request before I go. Conrad, where are they keeping the last piece of the Zero data? That's why she put us on this! This bitch! Well, where is it? I don't know. Nonsense! I know you've worked with our friends before. I really don't. Guards! Yes, ma'am. Prepare to open fire. Wait, what if I give you a name? That's more like it. Conrad, it's okay, we'll be okay. Just give it to her. James Ram knows where it is. Thank you for your cooperation. Guards, we're leaving. So long, everyone. Don't look too hard for me. It's this other stuff that it's been kind of an ongoing thing. When we played the sequel, it was kind of an important thing. It's kind of been mentioned in this game. It's something that I think is overreaching in the series. So we don't fully know what it is, but we know it's important. I'm trying to remember exactly what was said about it. It's been a while, so I don't fully remember, but I do know it's incredibly important, and it's something that has to do with like, oh god, Rob, tell us what Zero. Give us the gist of it, if you don't mind. Is everyone all right? Bailiff, send a search team after them now. Someone call the police. There's an armed criminal on the loose. Sir Cross, if you'll allow me to escort you to safety. There's no time. Fletcher's going after Ram. What do we do? Why does she want to find him? Ram would know where the Zero data drives are located. Right. It's drive. It's That's right. Training data for AI. If it falls the wrong hand, they launch a nuke. That's right. And there's several drives, but you need all the drives to do the program. That's right. Thank you. Yes. Fletcher stole from the bank, which contained one of the hard drives. She might already have two parts. She only needs one more, and she could launch a nuke. I think I know where she could have gone. Thor, we have to hurry. Follow me. Lead the way. Get everyone evacuated immediately. She was using us the whole fucking time. That bitch. All because we started seeing Kate flocking. Do we miss her? Is she here? It looks like she isn't here. I would have thought Ram would be here to interrogate Bridges. Was he watching the trial? I didn't see him in the viewer section. Maybe he figured Bridges would get an acquittal? There's no time. We have to find her. Stop! You need to explain yourself. What's this about a nuke? It's a complicated story. Ah, my phone. Hello? Oh, I understand. Right. Well, let me know as soon as you find something. Who was that? Dare's team is tracking down Fletcher as we speak. They have a lead on her position, but it'll be some time while they investigate routes. I suppose it'll take a while. Yeah. Why don't we head down to my office while they're searching? Very well. You can tell us this complicated story while we wait. Alright, I'll show you the way. He was kind of pulled into it, and it was flocking that pulled him into it, which is why I thought that his friend was flocking, but yeah. So that's why you believe the Zero data was taken by Fletcher. So basically, it explained it in the other episode that I played, and I kind of forgot the major details because I'm an idiot, and it's been a while. But It, like, the one case had ties to this zero data stuff. And that's why we're trying to figure out what's going on, like where it is. Because if the terrorist organization gets a hold of it, that's it. I see. It seems like you figured this all out. Not quite. We still have no clue why she took it in the first place. Okay, that's good too. Could she be working with the terrorists? I certainly hope not. Well, this is good. If she's not working with them, then there would be no threat of a nuke launching. That wouldn't make sense. Why else would she steal it then? To sell it to the highest bidder? At any rate, I still don't understand how you know this Ram character. It was around a year ago, back when I was a prosecutor. Huh, a prosecutor? You? Yes. Just a short while earlier, my mentor had been hospitalized. I was in the middle of a case involving a terrorist kidnapping. The terrorists had demanded something in exchange for the hostages. What do they want? Something we now know to be a serious threat. The zero data. Okay, cool. Are we gonna have to play the case? It's a flashback, we're playing the case. 1 year earlier. And this is where we met Sarah Fletcher, too. Apparently. Chapter 3. Flying Away. Hey, it's flocking! Another engaging trial, Cross. Likewise. Too bad you didn't come out on top this time. I know that you have a job to do, but we need to focus on finding the truth. What's wrong? Prosecuting too tough for you? Something about that last witness bothered me. He mentioned something called the zero data. What was that about? Beats me. Those terrorists have some strange ideologies. There's probably some government intel or something. Yeah, this is where... A moment, if you would. Yeah, that's right. This is where the thing ended, and we flash forward the year forward. Who are you? The sequel remasters, it tells a story. That's not all important right now. It's imperative that we talk in private, Mr. Cross. It concerns a case that I want you to take. Oh, let's talk in my office. A new case already? You're one busy prosecutor. Yeah, I remember that one. So yeah, my office is just a short walk away. Yeah, I can't stop playing these. I have to play them all the way through to find out what happened. So what is it you need exactly? I can't take long breaks. I have to. Listen carefully. My name is James Ram. I work for the government. Everything I'm about to tell you is classified. Classified? You don't mean... The terrorist case you just concluded has caught the eye of my colleagues. You mean this zero data thing? By now you've heard that the terrorists are asking for it in exchange for the hostages. I know, I have to. I'm a little lost because I forgot certain key points because it's been too long because But it really is a good game, though. What is it? Why do they want it? I'll tell you, but in return, you need to help. You need to help me. Our country could be at risk, so our success in this mission is crucial. Country at risk? You need to explain what you mean. Yeah, I have to, like, I know it's spooky month and everything, and I'm gonna play some spooky games tomorrow, but I can't leave a game like this too long. It started in 2004. A terrorist group broke into a military compound. The horrors of it. I've heard about it. This group is extremely violent and will stop at nothing to accomplish their goal. They're called 209 Dive. Sounds like an alternative rock band, not a terrorist organization. Yeah, we believe the number comes from military group designations. They have quite a few veterans, which makes it easy for them to use violence. Their goal is to dive into the justice system and overturn it. Overturn? Through hostile takeover? Correct. They believe the legal system is flawed. I mean, it kind of is. In all honesty, they're correct. You've only seen a fraction of the cases that come up. The courts are being heavily criticized thanks to the speed at which things are done. Brittle. But enough about that. 209 Dive is led by an individual named Hendrik Trey. He's ruthless, cunning, and devilishly handsome. He'll stop at nothing to take revenge on the courts. Revenge? His history is a bit clouded, but our best intel says he has a personal agenda. Regardless, he's quite clever. He's convinced everyone in the group to follow his ideas. Footing note. Ram tray side plot! I see, but that doesn't explain what this zero data is all about. Right, let's start with this. The government was running a series of tests in AI development, artificial intelligence. One of these tests was the Zero Project. It was the most advanced AI in years. The true goal of this AI was to become a digital general. What? You mean they wanted the computer to make military decisions? Of course, it's much cheaper and more efficient to run an algorithm. Anyways, the project was scrapped a few years ago, but one thing still remained. The training data for the AI. I know a bit about computers, but could you reiterate what you mean? Instead of directly programming the behavior for this AI, they had to retest cases and learn how to reproduce the results. Cough! Yeah, oh my god. 2018, oh my god. You predicted the future, Jesus, dude. You're a prophet! The AI was scrapped, but these test cases remained. What remains is called the Zero Data. I see. This is a military AI, so the training data held military records. Exactly. It'd be a waste to trash all that information after it had been gathered. So the government kept it a secret and moved the data onto 3 hard drives. How much data are we talking about? 3 terabytes total, 1 per drive. That's nothing. I have that on my computer right now, across OneDrive. I have a 4 terabyte. Man, this is crazy. Typical USB stick holds about a couple of gigabytes. And there's about 1,000 gigabytes in 1 terabyte. As you can see, it's a lot of information. Honestly, my porn collection is much bigger. my zero data is... 2000, yeah, is that when this game took place, 2007? Is that like the time period you set it in? Because that does make more sense. Back then it was a shit ton of storage space. In addition, the data is encrypted. You need all 3 drives to access it. For this chapter. They thought ahead, however, and made 3 fakes to go along with the real ones. The movement of each drive has been carefully tracked so it's never at risk. So they're split up as well. I can see why the terrorists would want military information. But why would they go to all these lengths just to obtain the Zero Data? During the 04 incident, 209 drives stole military equipment, and the primary target was 5 nuclear missiles. Nuclear missiles? Thankfully, they couldn't be launched without the access codes. The codes have long been since erased from current protocols. Brittle, I know, right? But the Zero Data has a record of it? So now you see why it's critical they don't find this data. But why can't you just destroy the data so they won't get it? It's not so simple. There's a chain of command, people in power who need it. It's used as a bargaining chip, a deterrent, and for research purposes. It must be worth millions. Do you understand now? I need your help in solving this case. Solving the case? But the accused was just let free. They've just arrested a new culprit. I believe you have personal ties to this individual. Personal ties? Getting to the bottom of this case could expose the terrorist threat. If we can track down their leader, we can remove the missiles from their possession. This is too much. What did I get myself into? Don't you have investigators on the case? We need all the help we can get. You're one of the few who has heard of the Zero Data. We need individuals who can work with discretion. Alright. I'll see what I can find out. I'll see what I find out. But I'm not hunting down the terrorists on a whim. I don't expect you to. I just need you to do your job. If things go to plan, the threat will be eliminated. Where's this new culprit? At the detention center. I suggest you determine a plan of action soon. If it's Fletcher, I swear to God. Oh my God! No, it can't be. Conrad? Sarah Fletcher? Why are you here? But tell me, you're the culprit? You have the wrong person. I didn't do anything wrong. There must be some mistake here. How long has it been since we last met? Around 10 years? I believe so. It's unfortunate we have to meet like this. How could they do this? Oh my god. Is she actually his ex? They think I'm a terrorist. They thought I was suspicious. You're a prosecutor now? Are you here to prosecute me? No, I could never. This is bad. Fletcher's a suspect? That's clearly wrong. Oh, okay, child. Conrad, what am I going to do? I'm going to help you. You'll get out of here, I promise. Huh? But what can you do? You're accused of being involved with the kidnapping. If someone looked at the evidence, they could see that I'm innocent. All right, I know what I'll do. I'm going to defend you in court. Huh? Defend? You're not qualified. Don't you need to be a defense attorney? I'll find a way, whatever it takes. Conrad, you don't need to do this. I want to do this. You're my friend. Why do I feel like we're just getting jerked around from the start everywhere? Like even, oh my god. Ram put us on this case to investigate. We saw it was her, we went defense, and then she's basically just pulling our heartstrings here. Do you remember those days we spent at the park when we were kids? You bitch. Yes, you always had to leave early, right? That's right. And we always talked about putting criminals in jail. I never thought I'd be the one behind bars. I'm going to get you out of this, I promise. I don't trust her now either. Present day. Oh, okay, I thought we were gonna have to like maybe go through the case or whatever. I see. So that's how you became a defense attorney. You helped Fletcher out of a crime? She was innocent in the end, but I was just blinded by nostalgia. I hadn't seen her in years. But what happened next? What about the terrorist kidnapping? In the end, they got their wish. What? The police chief caved in and handed over a single hard drive. It seems 209 Dive thought it was enough and released the hostages. But that all happened in private. Exactly. The police chief made a big show of destroying a hard drive. But we now know it was a fake. So, and that's when you'll play the case. Okay. So let me get this straight. After that incident, the terrorists acquired a hard drive. Yes. The second drive was stored in the Bank of Prosperity. It was until Fletcher stole it. There's only one drive left, and only Ram would know where it is. This is an extremely dangerous situation. Why are we only hearing of it now? This whole issue seems highly secretive. Well, it seems like it'll be hard to track Ram down. My phone. It's probably there. Hello? I see. Ah, that's close. What is it? They found Fletcher. I have the address. Let's go now. Run, bitch, run. Oh, shit. This is gonna get sad, isn't it? It looks like we're the first ones here. Conrad, how did you find me? Detective Dare tracked you here. There's no escape. Just give yourself in. I can't. Please. This isn't like you. The Fletcher I know wouldn't steal from anyone. There's no reason to be afraid. We'll give you a fair trial. That's exactly why I can't turn myself in. A fair trial would mean I'd be imprisoned. I'm guilty, Conrad. There's no getting around that. Are you working with the terrorists? I just got here. It's the criminal, Sarah Fletcher. You won't stop me. Why are you doing this? Why did you steal the Zero data? I'm building something that could help improve this country. The data isn't just some military information dump. It's crucial for testing. Enough nonsense. Just stop or we'll use force. I'm working on something important, and nobody will get in my way. Wait, no! Oh, damn! Where was she hiding that? And with that, she escaped. Her actions were mysterious and confusing, and many questions were unanswered. Why did she steal a hard drive? What was this project she was working on? Was she involved with the terrorists? The answers didn't come. With time, the city calmed down. Fletcher was on the run, the police had an ongoing investigation. Soon it began to really stick in my head. My childhood friend had become a criminal. Yet my job continued on as normal. I even earned a name for myself. The hero of law, known for my actions in the robbery case. It didn't quite fit me, but that didn't matter. It was time to take a breather and let the police handle the rest for a bit.